Hi everybody, it's Amanda from Amanda Rose Tarot, and we're here today to do another pick a card reading. Today's reading is going to be Do They Love You? Okay, and today we're going to have 4 different piles to choose from, so that gives you many different options to choose from. So maybe, you've got a few different people, that from the past that you've been thinking about, and you're wondering, did they ever really love me? Or, how did they feel about me? So we're going to delve into that subject. But before I start, I do want to do a little house cleaning. I know you guys, or is it called housekeeping? I think it's called housekeeping. Anyways, so you guys, I sell Avon. If you haven't already, I know I've mentioned that in videos. Some people, are probably like, yeah, I know. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I do a bi-monthly drawing for a free item, or it's going to be more than one item actually. I've already got a few things that I've setting aside to put in a little package. So if you have made a purchase of $25 or over, you will automatically be entered into the bi-monthly drawing, and I will draw a random name, and that person will get either mailed to them if they live far away, or if they're in my local area, I will bring you your gift. So I encourage you to do that. I'm going to do the drawing on the 31st, so you still have time to make a purchase with me. If not, then you'll enter the next bi-monthly drawing for free items. And some of it's going to be Avon, but I might throw in some other stuff there too. I might surprise you. So that's one thing. And then as far as my tarot, I've started on the September monthly readings. All I've got out so far are the water signs, because they had the most watches. So I did their reading yesterday, and that's a pick a card reading. So there's 3 options, and I'm going to continue that with all the other elements. So I just wanted to let you guys know that before we start the reading. But this is going to be a pick a card theme reading, so we're going to do they love you? So this is a soulmate, love, twin flame reading, and we're going to delve into that and see, did they ever really love you? Or were they just a bunch of fakes? You never know. So we're going to find out. So let me show you the 4 options, and then I'll give you a minute to pick, okay? Okay, you guys, so I think I got it so you guys can see all 4 readings. So the one furthest away, this is the Jade. This is going to be the first. The second is the Amethyst. The third is the Crystal Ball. And the last, the closest to you guys here, is the Seashell. So as you can see, I messily put the cards out. So we're going to have a Romance Angels card. We're going to have an Oceanic card. We're going to have a Gypsy playing card. We're going to have a Marcellus deck card, and we're going to have a Rider-Waite card. So we're going to figure out, did this person love you? So I'm going to be quiet for a minute, let you focus. If you want to pick a couple different decks, that's just, I'm going to let you figure out which person is which deck. And if you have to pause it, then pause it, because you don't want to, not know, okay? Okay, you guys, so I'm going to start right here with the Jade, and we're going to figure out, did they love you, or did they love you? And I'm going to save the Oracle card for last. Okay, so in the Oceanic, you guys got the 2 of Wands. The keyword here is vision. In the Gypsy playing cards, you guys got falseness. In the Marcellus deck, you guys get the Ace of Swords. And in the Rider-Waite deck, you guys got the Lovers. Okay, so let's go over these cards. First, let's go over this Lovers card here. So with this card, I get, yes, definitely love, attraction, beauty, maybe trials, you know, and tribulations that you guys have had to go through, maybe making decisions, making choices, but it's using your higher mind. It's being responsible, you know, when you're making these choices. It's being honest. You know, this is definitely a commitment between two people, and having faith and a lot of attraction here. You know, they're reaching for each other. There really is love between these people. So we've already got the answer here. Yes, they do love you, definitely. But I see that there are choices that need to be made, decisions, and maybe some things that need to be overcome, some trials that need to be overcome between you guys. Okay, and you guys got the Ace of Swords in the Marcellus deck. So the Ace of Swords comes in. This is a very powerful force. You know, it brings you clarity. It brings you power. It's having mental strength. It's having intellectual prowess. It's, you know, ideas coming in. Maybe some ideas dying, other ideas, you know, are being born. It could be like a spiritual minded death, but it's a reawakening to a new way of thinking. It's being very logical. It's having justice in a situation. It could involve even, you know, court. But when this Ace of Swords comes in, this is like an unstoppable force, almost like a hurricane when it comes in. So I see a lot of power. You know, this may have been a very strong relationship, very powerful relationship that you had with this particular person. And oh, I forgot to mention, this is a Gemini sign too, so that may have some significance here in this relationship. All right. And then you guys have this card. As soon as I saw this, I was a little bit put off. But there may have been some falseness going on with this person. They were deceiving you. They were misleading you. They were giving you false impressions. They were, you know, telling you lies. They may have been acting two-faced. Or maybe they were trying to hurt you, maybe for ego reasons, or maybe they just had lack of faith in a relationship. I mean, we did get the Lovers card, so, you know, I think they did love you, but maybe they were too much of a coward to actually stand up for that love that you guys had. And rather than, you know, standing up and admitting, you know, this love for you, they may have, you know, their ego may have gotten in the way, and instead they, you know, said, no, I don't love you, you know, I have no feelings for you, and they were trying to hurt you. So they're trying to do the opposite of what they really feel, because they are kind of a coward. I'm sorry, you guys. And then you got the Two of Wands, vision. So I feel like you and this person, you know, you did have a partnership. At one time, you guys shared a vision. You know, you guys maybe were on the same page. You were like-minded. When you met them, maybe you felt like it was a meeting of minds. You guys had a lot of the same thoughts. You guys were able to work together. Your interests, you know, were you know, a lot of the same interests, and you know, they may have inspired you, and you really liked that about them. You know, you guys may have together been working together to, you know, broaden your horizons. Maybe you helped them become better, they helped you become better in a relationship. But you know, there's still a separation here. You know, their hands are not touching. So I feel like, you know, there's still some honesty that needs to come out, because we've got the falseness card. So I think, you know, they don't want to admit that they love you, and it's really because they're too shy, or they're too much of a coward. Even though you guys have this powerful force between you, That's how I feel, is that they're trying to mislead you into thinking that they don't love you, even though they do. Or they could even be talking about you behind your back and saying, oh, you know, I don't like her, she's this, she's that. So there are some bad things here. I definitely see some bad things here. But if it was a relationship, it was very powerful. You know, this person, they could even be like a twin flame. You know how twin flame relationships are very, you know, a lot of people don't want these twin flame relationships because they come with way too much, you know, powerful, like hurricane forces, and it can really make you want to step away from that person for that reason, because when it's good, it's really good, but when it's bad, it's horrible. You know, you guys do have a partnership, and I feel like you guys, you know, did have some of the same visions in life and how you see life. But is it powerful enough to overcome, you know, the way they've been acting and what they may have been even saying about you? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But they're definitely, do they love you? Yes. Let's look at your romance angel card. Separation. Okay, so that makes sense. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. So it may have already happened. You guys may already be in separation, but the angels are helping you during this time of separation. Maybe they're, you know, they're trying to fill your time with healthy activities that nurture you and make you a better person. You know, they're trying to guide you during this transition. You know, maybe it was a breakup, and the angels really, you know, they want to help you. You know, maybe during this time of separation, maybe they've moved out. Maybe you need to organize yourself now. Maybe put away anything that makes you think of them. So you can maybe get on with maybe another relationship if this relationship doesn't work out. You know, I'm not saying that permanently you guys are separated. Maybe you guys are just disconnected for a time. Maybe you're able to rebuild this relationship. But a relationship really takes two people, not one. So unless, you know, this person can stop hurting you, I really don't think that you guys can make it work. You know, you need to follow your heart, but not to your detriment. You know, if it's not serving you, then it's not best to follow that. Maybe, you know, this person needs counseling, or if you guys do try to work things out, maybe you guys need like marriage counseling or relationship counseling, so you can rebuild this once, you know, partnership that you guys did have, because I feel like you guys did have a strong bond and a partnership. Okay, so that was the first reading. If you picked the Jade, yes, they do love you. Okay, so let's move on to the second one, the Amethyst, and let's see what your situation is. And we're doing the Oracle cards last, okay? So in the Oceanic Tarot, you guys got the Ace of Swords. The key word here is victory. Ace of Swords was in the other reading. The Gypsy card, you guys got marriage. The Marcellus deck, you guys got La Mat. That's the Fool, okay? And in the Rider-Waite deck, you guys got the Nine of Wands. Okay. So first, let's go over the Nine of Wands here. So when this card comes up, I don't always feel the same. Right now, I feel like this person, they're very strong. They're very defensive. You know, it could be that all these wands behind them represents the difficulties that you guys are facing. It could be other people. It could be, you know, some things in your bond, you know, delays or a halt, or you know, other things that are causing problems between you guys. But I feel like this person might be on the defense. They're awaiting enemies, you know, to come in or problems to happen. But they are ready to meet this attack boldly. This person is very bold. You don't want to be caught on the other side of this. You definitely want to be, you know, in front of this person. You want to be the one that they are holding. Because this person, they are very bold. And the look that he's giving these other wands, I would be scared too. So this is a person, they are very bold. They're ready for an onslaught to come in. And they're on the defense. They are ready to attack. So, you know, if you're in a relationship with this person, they definitely don't like other people looking at you. They don't like other people even near you. They could be very controlling, but that is a form of love, but I don't know if that's the form of love that I want. But definitely the way he's holding this wand, he doesn't want these other ones coming in here. He's built up this kind of wall, and he doesn't want other people to come in. That's how I'm feeling with this. Okay, and the Fool. So this is an air card, so, you know, that could have something to do in your situation. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this Fool, he's ready to step off this cliff. And, you know, he really doesn't even care. But with this Fool, he never dies. He can't die. Miracles will always happen when he steps off this cliff. And he'll be able to complete his journey. And he's really not afraid to step off this cliff for this next adventure. This person, they're not afraid of anything, really. Even the dog is trying to warn him, hey, you might not want to step off that cliff. But he doesn't care. He follows where he wants to. He's very spontaneous, or she. You know, when this person comes into your life, you can really throw out the rule books, because this person is not going to follow the rules. You know, they might inspire you in that way, but they're unafraid of anything. So I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Like I said with this card, you know, they may not want anybody else coming in. Maybe they're a little bit foolish here. But I really feel like they love you a lot. They really, really love you a lot. And they're almost like childlike, but in a good way. Like, they're very spontaneous. And you might like that about them. And then you guys get the marriage card. So I feel like with this person, you guys did have a very strong bond, a union, a deep emotional relationship with this person, a deep friendship. There was a lot of harmony between you guys. You guys did have a commitment together, or you pledged your love to each other. You know, you guys both said you loved each other. And you did have this deep bond with this person. And you guys get the Ace of Swords. The first reading also had the Ace of Swords. So this is making smart decisions that lead you to victory. It could be a breakthrough, it could be positive new beginnings, but it's having triumph. Maybe you guys had an argument or debate, but you won through your sharp-wittedness. You know, there could have been uncertainty in the past, but you're using your intellect, and while using your intellect, you are going to have a breakthrough, you're going to have victory, you're going to have if you do get back with this person, it's going to be a positive new beginning. And you have the upper hand here with the Ace of Swords, because you're very smart in a situation, and you can usually cut through, be very logical, and have a lot of mental strength and intellect in a situation. So I feel like with this reading, you know, this person, they do love you a lot. They want to marry you. That's how much they love you. They are a little spontaneous, and they are a little bit, I feel like, defensive towards other people. Like they don't want other people around you. They just love you a lot. Okay, so let's look at your Romance Angels card. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so this might be one of the things in your relationship that isn't working or wasn't working. Maybe you're looking for someone that shares your same beliefs. You know, you want that faith in the relationship. Maybe you believe in God, the other person doesn't believe in God, or vice versa. But it's having differences, and knowing what you will and won't accept from a person. Maybe you say, okay, if you don't believe in God, then no, I don't want to marry you. Or maybe you guys really have a lot of the same attributes, but some things you guys are different about. Maybe you guys, your priorities are different, or the way you handle relationships is different, or maybe the way your family is. Your families are different, and that's causing problems. There's some kind of clash between you guys, and it could have something to do with religion. That might be one of the things that's holding you guys back, or held you back in the past. But know what you will and won't accept, and realize that you can't really change someone. They have to change themselves. So if it's anything like that, it could be anything. You really can't change them. You just have to accept it, and understand if you can't accept it, then it's not going to work. You have to realize what you can and can't accept in a relationship. But definitely, do they love you? Yes, they love you. They want to marry you. They want that commitment with you. But will you accept everything about them? You have to know what you will and won't accept, okay? So that's number 2. Let's move on to number 3, the crystal ball. And we're going to look at your first 4 cards, and then we'll look at your oracle card after. Okay, in the Oceanic deck, you guys got the Lovers, and the keyword is choices. This was also in the first reading, okay. In the Rider-Waite deck, you guys got the Magician. In the Marcellus deck, you guys got the 2 of Wands. That was also in the first reading. This is crazy. And then you guys got Hope in the Gypsy Fortune cards. I am getting a ringing in my ears right now, you guys. I don't know. That's weird. So let's go over these cards. First, I want to go over the Magician. So this is a person. First of all, this card, the planet that rules this is Mercury, and Mercury is the planet for Gemini and also Virgo. So those could be 2 of the signs that you're dealing with, Gemini and Virgo. But the magician is very skilled. You know, they hold all the tools. They have everything that they need to succeed. But they can also, it comes a lot of responsibility with having this much skill and this much power. This person could be feeling loss. Maybe they lost you, and that's causing them a lot of loss. But this person, they're very ambitious. They're a leader. They're very self-confident. They could be silent right now. This is a silent time, but they're going to be able to move ahead when it's the right time. It could be that right now isn't the right time. This person, they're having spiritual growth right now. They're having a lot of growth, and they're learning from the lessons that they've you know, had in their life. That's what I'm feeling with this card right now. But I feel like you guys might have a new beginning with this person. They are definitely a leader. Definitely a leadership quality with this person that you're dealing with. Okay, and the Lovers. So you guys, yes, they loved you. They really loved you. You guys, you could be in separation though. If you notice these two lovers here, she's looking away and her color of her tail is blue. So, you know, this person could be, one person could be turning away. They're looking in a different direction. They could be distracted by other people. Maybe there's people flirting around. There are people around you guys that are flirting, and that's distracting them from this relationship. Maybe one person wants a commitment, and the other person is so distracted by others that it's causing this dilemma. And, you know, there's decisions that still need to be made. But I feel like decisions are going to be made. You guys are both going to be mature and you're going to talk about it and be able to figure out, you know, was this just short term or is this going to be long term between you guys? What do you want? Do you want this commitment? Do you want these future plans together? You guys are really going to have to dig into your emotions and figure out, you know, there's choices. This is the choices card. There's choices that need to be made. Okay, and you guys got the Hope card. So, you know, you guys have this desire for each other. You know, you wish for each other, and maybe you hoped that things would be different. You guys, you know, you had this possibility. You guys still have this belief that, you know, with hope and faith that you guys can be together. It's having an optimistic attitude. Hope is having an optimistic attitude about things. So you guys, you know, maybe you still have that desire and, you know, you want to be together. You guys hope to be together. And you guys got the Two of Wands here. So with this, no, this isn't the Two of Wands. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. I had to pause that. Oh my God, I am so sorry. This is actually the Three of Swords. These Marcellus deck can really throw you off. So at first I saw two wands here. And so I thought this was the Two of Wands because the first reading got the Two of Wands. But this is actually, there's the three over here, the three, and then there's the sword in the middle. So this is the Three of Swords. I am so sorry, you guys. So that changes the meaning here. This is a card of heartache, you know, tears, and, you know, maybe at first, you know, you guys had something, and you had this, you know, strong sexual attraction, but it didn't develop into anything more, and you felt hurt in the end, really, really hurt by it. Oh my God, this just totally changed this reading for me. Now I feel sad. It's a lot of mental stress with this card. Definitely separation. It could be a final separation, but it doesn't have to be permanent. But whatever relationship this was, it was really rocky. Really, really rocky. There were a lot of troubled times that you guys had, storms that you had to weather. And I feel like you guys are in separation right now. You know, maybe this person is focusing on their skills right now, but there's still choices that need to be made, and I feel like you have hope, and maybe the other person has a little bit of hope too, but geez, you guys are going to have to get over this inner conflict that you guys are having. Maybe spend some time apart from each other to, you know, seek within and see, you know, maybe time will tell whether this is going to last or not. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I thought that was the Two of Wands. It would have been so much better if it was, but that's sad. Okay, so let's go to your romance angel card. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So you guys, with this, there's still a chance for you guys. Maybe, you know, you've had to spend some time away from each other. You both, you know, have had these challenges in your life. When this card appears, you've had a lot of inner conflict. But with this card, the engagement card, you know, maybe you guys will be able to get back together, release the worries that you've had, maybe talk about your problems with the other person. Tell them how you truthfully feel about them and maybe their behavior. Maybe they've done something. Tell them what you will and won't accept, you know, if you will accept it. Honor yourself, and by honoring yourself, you're telling that person what you will and won't accept from them. Maybe they've done something that really hurts you. With the Three of Swords, I feel like there's deep, deep hurt that's, you know, cut you to the core. And maybe that's why, you know, these lovers are not looking at each other, because there's this hurt between you guys. But if you guys can work this out and talk about it, maybe truthfully tell your feelings, I feel like there could be a romantic engagement between you guys. And, you know, if you guys will commit to the relationship, make this commitment with each other, then it could be on the horizon for you guys. But definitely know what you will and won't accept and what behaviors you will accept in a relationship. Be truthful with them and with yourself at the same time. So, yeah. Sorry about that confusion there, but I feel like we did get to the end. We did get an answer there. Yes, they definitely love you, but they could have hurt you, or maybe you hurt them. You guys both have a lot of hurt there. And maybe with the Two of Wands, I saw the Two of Wands here. Maybe you guys still do have a partnership. I did feel the Two of Wands in this reading. So you guys, it's confusing. You know, you guys had that partnership, I feel, but you had pain in the partnership. Maybe that's why I saw, you know, the Two of Wands in this card. The partnership was painful, very painful. So moving on from that one, we're going to move on to the final reading, and this is the Seashell. So we're going to read the first 4 cards, and then we'll read the Oracle card after. Ooh, so right off the bat, 5 of Cups, and the keyword here is sadness. That's the Oceanic. I'll have all these decks available to you in the bottom. The Gypsy playing cards, you guys get Sweetheart. Love that card. In the Marcellus deck, you guys get the World. Definitely the World. I'm not going to confuse you guys. And then in the Rider-Waite deck, you guys get the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Hanged Man here. With this, I feel this person is very wary to take a risk with you. I feel like they almost might have given up. They might have surrendered to the situation. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. They're using their wisdom though. Maybe they have, you know, put the relationship on pause, but they are using their judgment well right now because they're going within. they're seeking enlightenment. They're seeking knowledge. They could even be going to watching readings. Maybe they're watching your reading. You know, maybe you do tarot cards. They're going within, and they're seeking knowledge. They're seeking wisdom. They want to understand. They're looking for the answer before they take this risk. Maybe they feel like going with you would be taking a risk, and maybe they've given up temporarily, because they want to know if it's worth the risk. They want to know if it's worth taking this risk with you. They want to get to the bottom of it. Maybe they're, like I said, maybe they're going to watch readings because they really want to know, should they or shouldn't they? And the World card. So with this, I feel like cycles are ending. It's like an endless cycle, endings, beginnings, leaving behind something, maybe leaving behind the single life and moving forward into becoming a better person, becoming more committed, becoming more enlightened, becoming more balanced, wanting happiness in your life. Maybe you've had difficult times. You've been through a lot of trials, testing, and it's ending, okay? These trials and all that you've been going through, they're ending. You want to enjoy your life, and you want to be a better person, and maybe you're actually moving. With the World card, it could be you're moving, but there's changes. Whatever these changes are, they're going to bring you happiness. You know, this card foretells happiness, and maybe even fame, or, you know, it's definitely a good card. Definitely a good card. Whatever these changes are, you know, they're for the better, and it's going to make you a better person. And, you know, if it's a person that you're going to, these differences between you are going to make you guys stronger, okay? I feel like you guys are evolving right now, and that's why there's this pause button. You guys are evolving. Your relationship is evolving. And the Sweetheart card. So yes, of course this person loves you. They adore you. They think of you as their love. You know, when you're around them, they're delighted. They're, you know, they're pleased. They love to be around you. You know, they want you to be their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their honey, their sweetie. You know, all of those terms of endearments that you can think of. That's how that person feels about you, and that's what they want. But I don't think they know right now what to do. That's why they've paused. They've hit the pause button. And because of that pause that you guys have had, or the breakup, or, you know, moving on from them, it's caused them a lot of unhappiness. They've been left hurting. They're feeling confused. Or this could be you that feels that. Maybe you feel confused. Unable to let go. You know, if you guys have, you know, separated, it's hurting both of you guys. You guys both are feeling the same thing. You know, you guys want to take action, but you're not sure how to. You know, you guys need to focus on the positive here. This card, normally, it's showing like 3 cups spilled and 2 still upright. In this deck, they're all still upright. So you guys need to stop focusing on the negative. Maybe you're being pessimistic about it. Like you don't think that it could possibly ever work. Or maybe some vows were broken, or there was a betrayal, maybe an affair outside of the relationship. And it's causing a lot of sadness between not only the person that did it, but the person that was on the receiving end of that. But you guys have to look at the potential and not focus on the mess that was left from this emotional upheaval that you guys went through. It's not all lost. You know, you're looking at it as being all lost, and it's not a loss. You know, maybe you regret what you did, or maybe they regret what they did. You guys need to talk about it instead of just not avoiding the situation. But don't give up. I'm feeling like you guys are giving up. Don't give up. If there's love there, and I feel love here, really, you should never give up, okay? Let's look at your final card here. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So this could be for you who's watching this. It could be for your the other person. This unicorn feels trapped. They can't get out. Maybe they're feeling smothered, or, you know, this card is asking you a question. It's asking you, in what way do you feel constrained? Okay? Think about it. In what way do you feel held back? You know, allow yourself to feel deeper emotions. In doing that, you know, you'll figure out where you feel discontent in your life, and allow the angels to help you. They know that you want love. They know that you want, you know, the ultimate commitment with someone, this great love, this passion. But first you have to figure out, where in your life do you feel discontent? Where don't you feel fulfilled? You know, something's holding you back. Someone's taken your control. You need to take your control back, okay? If you allow love into your life, then, you know, you're going to have a greater capacity to love someone else. So don't ignore it. You need to overcome the sadness. You know, maybe you're causing your own sadness here because you're not taking control. You're causing your own sadness, I feel, because this person's your sweetheart. This is how you feel, and I feel like you're not going towards what you really want. That's how I feel if you pick this reading. So allow yourself to feel these deep emotions. And if you need help, ask the angels for help. They know that you want this great love. Maybe you just don't have the power to reach out and get it. So ask for help. Take back your control, and you know, you can have that love. Yes, all of these readings, everybody that you came here for, they love you. They love you. There's just problems. As in any relationship, there's problems that need to be overcome. But as far as all these people, they do love you, okay? So if you pick more than one reading, if you want to go back and look at the other readings, maybe don't force yourself to. Don't make that situation. But if you felt drawn to another reading, go back and watch it. Maybe it will give you a little bit more insight in your relationship. But yeah, there was a lot of love in these readings. So definitely good luck to all you guys. I hope that you guys can work this out, because I do feel like a lot of these relationships just have minor tweaks that they need, and they can really become, you know, really fulfilling relationships with deep love and, you know, everything that you would want in a relationship. Every relationship has these problems that need to be overcome at one point or another. So just listen to the message and maybe apply that in your situation, and I feel like things are going to get better. So thank you guys for coming, and I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, and look at the links down below. Check out my other websites that I have, and email me if you just want to talk, or if you want a personal reading, email me and we can definitely talk about that. So thank you for coming, and best luck, and love you guys. Bye-bye.